Hello everybody, Thetimics here, back with more of Let's Play Motorsport Manager. Ernie's Paradise. We're ready to go off to event number 5. A quarter of the way through the season. Beijing is next. And last time out we actually lost the race by a point. We still have a solid lead of just over 1 race's worth of points after 4. So we're still feeling pretty good. But we're starting to get some more resistance from the other teams who are, as always, improving. So we're definitely going to want to be careful. We've got a little over 2 weeks. Good, decent break time in between. Let's check the mail. The obligatory interview with XBC. Surikov is claiming that the engine's holding the team back. Technical commentators seem to agree. Is that true? Yeah, we tanked our team's marketability. Well, price of honesty. And we're going to be correcting that, of course. We actually are in the process of correcting it right now. Let's get that repair done on the car. There it is. And what else came in? Oh, yes, people talking about retirements. Now, in Beijing, we're looking at the top speed, the brakes, and the front wing. We want to continue this rear wing work. Get rid of those. And I actually don't think I want to work on the engine performance, simply because we don't have that much more we can get out of these engines, and we're still working on producing more. I'd rather have all of it go into this. The other 2 crucial parts that we're going to have around longer. So let's click this over to wherever we need to. There it is. And yes, still got the reliability 20, performance 19, 18 and 18, which is still very good for Van Zanten. So we'll boost these, and that's actually going to work out really well, because we're basically going to max out the performance from these parts. Okay, let's move along. Not for very long, because we've got our latest engine in. And I believe that's our 3rd. Yes, definitely is our 3rd. Which means we need to build 1 more before we can get the ones that we're actually going to start using in races. Let's get that rolling. And again, let's go with no additional time and cost. Let's keep it cheap and fast. That should come in well before our next race. And our overall car is it's sagging. Oh, a merchandising opportunity. They want to create a hilarious little plastic figurine of Zoe Sharp and ship her with every crate sold. Might not be the most ethical money we've ever made, but there sure is a lot of it. It wouldn't be right. Or we'll take the money. You know, the little bit of morale and happiness hit, I'm not worried about that. And we're definitely going to need the money for parts. So, yeah, I'm going to bite the bullet on that. Let's make sure we're still where we want to be here. And we are. Move on some more. Okay, so we've got the new engine part finished. What else? Report on Beijing, 54 laps. That's pretty long. Lap record probably going to go down to a little bit over a minute. There is some rain chance, but they're saying cloudy, so super soft, soft, and mediums. The engines are the key element, so I have a feeling we're going to struggle. Never going to be as fast, as efficient if we don't invest in a telemetry center. Can we please put some money aside for one? No, because I'm looking short term here. I'm only here for a season. Not here for the long haul. Alright, so now we got to get serious about this engine. What parts are we going to want? What are the best 5 parts that we can put on this? Well, plus 100 during the race. I mean, that costs $1 million and it's 5 days, but I don't care. Plus 40. Plus 60, but red zone, is that a plus 15? Or, yeah, it's going to increase the red zone by 15%. That's not worth it. Definitely want to get the red zone minus 10%. That's worth about 30 points. Another one that's going to lengthen it, but give us plus 40. Let's see, plus 30 there. Plus 25. Is there anything else that's better? We could do risk level minus 1. And then this one, because those would give us a plus 35 average between the two. Whereas these two together just give us plus 55. So I could go like that. That gets me up to 903. It's also going to take almost a month. That's a long time. Is it worth getting it a little bit sooner and taking this off? 21 days. Just making sure there's nothing else. This is plus 50, but on soft, supers, and ultras. So we're probably going to be able to use that at least half the time, maybe a little bit more. I'd rather have something permanent. This is a plus 4 days and plus 40. Be a day faster and give you more reliability. It would cost more, but it actually wouldn't be a day faster because of the cost difference. And I don't see anything better. I like the red zone minus 10 instead of the top speed 30, both for cost and time reasons. That red zone boost is way too much to handle. Okay, that's what we're going with. It's going to cost 2.9 million. It's going to take a month, and then we're going to need another one. Now we got to hang in there in between. It's definitely the most I've spent on a single part so far. So, and I don't really know like how much that's going to boost it. We'll just have to wait and see. Now let's take another look here. Still good there. Let's wait a few more days. Yes, you're going to complain about the money I just spent, aren't you? Steinman looking great. And Chapman says there's plenty of time left to catch Sharp. They're picking us to finish about 3rd. Yes, you're worried about the money I'm spending. Get a grip. We need it to be competitive. So if we're going to take a month for each of those engines, you got to figure it's going to be late June and then late July. So it's going to be, we're going to be done with Vancouver, and like Guildford will have at least one of them ready, and then, you know, hopefully Tondela, then Milan later on. So we're looking at like halfway through the season minimum before we start seeing results from that. Gonna be a little bit rough. See, I did double check this, right? I think I did. Nope. I didn't. We'll sneak that one little bit out. And then we'll try it again. There we are. Reliability work complete. Okay, so now we're going to be able to use those. Same sponsor again. Tire selection, I'm going to go with the 3 across the board. Now, with the temperature as it is, it looks like we're going to be going with medium tires. Probably. Let's change our parts around to put those rear wings in. Let's see how much of a difference that's going to make. They're not a huge amount better now, but we'll be able to improve them. About 40 to 50 points each. But they've got lower red zone and maxed out reliability. So let's do that. Estimated us to finish 6th and 8th, which is again even lower than before. We are declining. Let's see where we're looking now. And I think our rear wing is average, but 8th. Still. So we got to do some performance work on those to boost them back up. Still best on the gearbox. Brakes are 4th. 2nd there. 4th here. Engine is 8th, and really, really sad. But it's been sad. It's been down in here the whole season. Okay, so yeah, 6th and 8th. All right. Very strange track outline. Take a look at our weight stripping, which we should be able to get in even more than usual. And turn that down to 80 because of the low red zone. And 65 on the rear wings. 420. I've never had it that high before. Oh, but this is a crucial part, so hold on. Almost missed that. I'll back that off to 375. No wonder it was so high. Still looking pretty good. All 3 of those parts on the left considered crucial. Did boost her a little bit up to 12th. Still definitely struggling compared to the others. See if we can lock at that setup for the race and hopefully contend. And Sharp not happy with practice, as you might expect. Sunny, so it doesn't look like those predictions that there could be rain, I wasn't buying it anyway, are going to pan out here. And you're absolutely not going out on those. We're going to be going on mediums. Pretty sure. We got back up to 97% here. Okay, so Sharp has a setup with the right stuff on all of these, so I've just got to find a way to put all those together. And it was this one. Let's see. That was excellent. This was excellent. So I've got to get... Yeah, I want this a little bit lower and that a little bit higher. That should really do it, or be super close. Okay, we're going to stick with that. Now for 54 laps, of course, we could have rain. There's no sign of that yet, though. Could have sprinklers. Never can discount that. So the question is, so it's a one-stop thing. Do we want a soft and a medium? Or do we want two softs? Because we've got 15% on both. Not sure what I want to do here. And I think I'm going to go with the mediums to start and finish up with a soft or possibly a super, depending on what happens. So we're going to knock down to 37 laps of fuel. Or no, I want 38 laps of fuel. Let's take a look at this setup. We have gotten the speed balance excellent before. It just needs to be the slightest hair up to get that. And we've gotten the downforce right. Question is about the handling. Okay, so it's okay, poor, great, great, good. So I think we want to start with that as a base and then just do a little bit more. Let me take a look at, like, that was great. That was good. Okay. Let's push this a little bit more to oversteer. No, I want to push it that way. Then let's get the top speed up. There we go. I think that's going to be as good as we're going to get. Always nerve-wracking adjusting on race day what you're going to do for the setup. Let's see how this works out for us. See everybody up front on the super softs, some softs as we get down here, and everybody, most people back here anyway, on mediums. Surikov still in the 8th row in 16th position. Sharp, as ever, in last. We've got Sharp at a 6, Surikov at a 5. So, can't really ask for better than that. Bit sluggish off the start for both of our drivers, but look at Sharp deciding to make up for that. Whoa! Surikov goes wide, so there's a lousy start for Team Panther. While Sharp has gotten by a few cars. Surikov a couple seconds back of everybody else. We'll have to try to get into things eventually. Sharp's been on the right side going into some turns and on the wrong side going into some others, but is up to 14th. While Surikov only a second back of Chapman there in the back, and Chapman moving up. So there's still a very fluid pack at the back. I think we can go all out for a full second lap here. And Surikov now starting to pick up positions through the field. So coming back from that start. And around these turns, things just going very haywire. Good, and then bad, and then good. Alright, definitely got to slide back to medium now. And we are 12th and 16th. Working our way up through the field. The early returns on the standings are Steinman has a few points, Rossini has none, we have none. Nobody else matters. Sharp up to 11th. Third behind, or then 12th again, Holtz, Lippinen, Chapman. There are some other cars ahead of her on the same tires. So, and particularly Chapman had a bad start, but has really bounced back. It does not look like we're going to be able to hang with Steinman on this track. Wow, now 9th. And looking for more. Oh, and there comes the lovely race sprinklers of doom. What's it say? It says wet tires, I believe. Eventually. Yeah, I think that's enough for wet tires. Starting in a couple laps here. Is it close enough yet, or do I wait one more lap? Boy, I'm not sure. Gotta decide now. I'm going in. I'm coming in and switching to wets. And also Surikov. Okay, let's see how this rolls. I'm not sure if this was the right one or I should have waited another one, but I tend to stay out too long. I wanted to avoid that this time. Sharp dipping further down in the field. Yeah, all the way down to 13th. Surikov will be worse. We've got a bunch of us on wets, and all those that went in on inters, including Wexler. Chapman still hasn't come in at all. You look at the track, it's inters weather now. But the thing is, it's going to get worse. Ribeiro crashes. It's a partial yellow. And I would like you to be able to, but watching that water gauge, there's still quite a bit of it out there. I'm not sure if this is too soon, but the fact that our tires are so worn, I'm going to come in. Okay, so we need to get 24 laps. We've got a performance boost on mediums, or we could go on softs. I'd like to be on softs, but I think I'm going to stick with mediums and just be able to ride them a little harder with the weather and take the performance boost. So let's just do that. Both drivers coming in for our final change, which should be our final change. And I don't think the sprinklers are ever going to come on twice in the same race. That hasn't happened yet. Oh, fine. Both of you switch up to neutral. See, other drivers coming in on softs, and that does make some sense. I'm not sure that mediums was our right call. Alright, we're out in 2nd and 6th and not planning on coming in again. We'd be just behind Chariot now. I'm going to switch back to medium, at least for the moment. Let's see what happens. Yep. Okay, Schmidt's going to come in. The Woodford is the one that I'm really surprised by. Now we'll go back high and see if we can make any kind of headway there. I don't think it's going to happen, but give it a shot. So we're back up to first and fifth. It's 35 points. Clear winners of the race now. Yeah, I mean, Woodford's got weaker tires. Driving very, well, was driving aggressively, is driving better. So, I'm really surprised. I thought I was going to get that spot. Chapman up to second. I would have to imagine, especially on those tires, far too far back for anything to matter at this point. Surakov's gaining. Woodford's tires appear to starting to become a real issue. Yeah, down to 20%. I don't think it's enough for me, but let's see. 2.5 seconds. Less than a lap and a half to go. Probably not enough. And I'm going to have to go medium for part of this, unfortunately, because I don't have enough fuel. Can't sustain the push the whole way. Yep, and that 2-second gap with Woodford not going away. Just go back to medium, make sure we don't run out of fuel. First and fifth. Alright, I can live with that. Definitely a better result than I was expecting. And that's 4 wins out of 5 races for Zoe Sharp. Gonzalez and Woodford, not a couple names you'd expect at the top. The weather and the tire changes and pits that happened along with it obviously playing a huge role in this result, because Surakov's start was pretty abysmal. Wolfgang Schmidt of Van Dort gets the fastest lap bonus. That's fine with me. No penalties for rule breaking. And Surakov up to 4th, just behind Saarinen for the 3rd place in the standings. So he'll be moving back a row to row 9. And yeah, we had 46-point lead, I want to say. And now it's up to 63, so we extend the lead. Steinman trying to emerge here as the clear number 2 ahead of Scuderia. But all in all, an excellent race for us to be sure. And the weather gave us this win more than anything else, I would have to say. We can see our drivers, 5.8 is as good there, and 5.9 here. So both drivers doing as well as they have. Surkov's bad start notwithstanding. Another million in the bank. So I'm not sure that this race is part of getting back on a dominant track or anything, but I am sure that it definitely is a big result for us. And yeah, we've got almost twice as much as Scuderia. Lead is as big as ever, so we'll be heading off to Rio next time, which is the first of the races where those rear wings matter. We'll be putting some work into those to get them boosted. And generally, we're feeling pretty good about things. Still a lot to do. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back next time heading off to Brazil as Ernie's Paradise rolls on.